Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Programming. I am Naveen Mishra. Let's continue up from the previous video tutorials, and in this video tutorial I will explain the topic of swings and the different input controls available in swings. Before you start watching this video, I will suggest you guys to please watch my previous video of AWT controls, then it will become easier for you guys to understand this video. Okay, so let's start with today's topic, swings. Why the swings were introduced? We have AWT. Using AWT we can create any kind of form, any kind of frame. Okay, but the AWT have some limitations. One of the limitations was it has a limited graphic interface. It has a limited graphic interface. What does that mean is, in my previous video I have designed a frame for you guys in which a text box was there, a password field was there, and then there was two submit and cancel buttons. Okay, but it was very limited one. Sometimes you may need some advanced input controls like table, tab panes, color picker, print dialog box, open dialog box. These were not available in your AWT input controls. For this, Java introduced the new concept of swings. Plus, the input controls that you were using in the AWT are according to the platform and not by the Java. What does that mean is, whatever you see when you design a frame and you run it, whatever you see on the screen, that is based on the abilities of your operating system, abilities of your platform on which they are running. Okay, it was not given by the Java. Okay, so it was very limited controls. Plus, when you design a frame in AWT, when you complete the program, its code is heavier in size and it may execute slowly in some machines, so they were heavyweight. Due to these limitations, swings were introduced. Swings are better option in than AWT. Whenever you guys have an option to pick any one of swings or AWT, always go for the swings. Okay, AWTs are used very less in these days. Okay, so let's come to know about the swings now. Now, swings have main two advantages. So as I previously told you, AWT was heavyweight, but swings are lightweight and they support a pluggable look and feel. By pluggable look and feel, what I mean is, pluggable look and feel means that it changes at the runtime. At the runtime, when your window opens, okay, the input control may change or it gives you a better look and feel. Okay, so pluggable. All the input controls of the AWT are available, plus some additional input controls like table, tabbed pane, color picker, print dialog box. All these options are available in swings. Swings sometimes may make your program a bit slower, but still they are better option than AWT. If you want to implement the swings in your program, you have to import this package. Okay, Java X is the main package, then the swings, and followed by the star. Star means all the classes, all the input controls of the swings will be included in your program to use. Okay, all the input controls like text field, password field, buttons, label, list box, combo box, all these are fetched from a main class named as JComponent class, and all the component classes in swings begin with the letter J. So in the AWT you say the class name is frame, but in Java it is JFrame. In swings it is JFrame. In AWT the class name was text field. In swings the class name was J text field. Okay, so you just have to place a J will help you understand that it is a swing component, not a AWT component. Okay, so this is the example, and let's see a main difference between these two controls. Again, I have explained you all these. So AWT controls are heavyweight, right? And swing controls are lightweight. Does not support pluggable look and feel. Does support pluggable look and feel. What does that mean is, at the runtime the values changes. The design is better at the runtime. Okay, it doesn't have table and tabbed pane. Just swings have tables and tabbed panes. They are platform dependent AWTs, but they can have different look and feel. Okay, they occupy more memory space, that's why they are heavyweight. They occupy less memory space. They depend on the native code as well, AWTs, but no such dependency exists in the swings. AWT doesn't follow MVC. Swings follow MVC. Follow MVC. What MVC represent? Model view and controller. Some advanced programming languages follow this concepts of model view controller. Model means dealing with the data. If you have created a database, you want to fetch, insert the database, then model is used for this purpose. To create a design or to show the design to the user, we use view, and the controller is used to control the model and view and transfer the data back and forth between these two, model and view. Okay, so MVCs are generally used in PHP and in some other programming languages as well. Okay, so let's continue with our swing controls then. First of all, swing JFrame. It is similar to a frame in your AWT class. Okay, similar to a AWT frame, it will give you a title window. Okay, and it will give you a border window as well. Okay, as you can see, uh, a JFrame will look like this one. Okay, with a title bar and these minimize, maximize, and close options. Okay, to create a JFrame in your class, you can use this JFrame. You can create the object of JFrame by doing this, and then set it visibility to true so that it is visible to you. And to perform this click operation, this close operation, you can call this method set default close operations, and then inside its arguments pass this jframe.exit on close parameter. Okay, so JFrames are there. I will write a program for you guys, and then you will be able to understand it in a better way. First, let's quickly go through the theoretical part of all these components. Okay, so then comes the text field and password fields. Text field is a user can type something like enter your name, enter your email ID, enter your password, enter your father's name. So for this you can use the jtext field class. Okay, jtext field class is same as text field control. To create a jtext field, what you can do is you can create an object of the jtext field class. Okay, like this one, and this 20 means 20 characters can be placed here. Okay, and the text field will look like this thing, as you can see here. Then you may need a password field as well for the options like type your password or confirm password. You may want to display a text box, but whatever user types, you don't want to show that, like asterisk or star is shown whatever user types. To implement such thing, you can use jpassword field class. It was not available in AWT controls. In AWT control, you have to use the text field and then use the set echo char method. Set E capital echo char C capital, and inside this pass the parameter that you want to echo, like star, and this will be shown like this way. But in swings, jpassword field can be used straight away. Okay, let's move on and go through about other controls. Button, simple button and a radio button. Okay, so what is this? To perform some kind of click like submit button or a clear button or a reset button or a cancel button, you can create the object of the JButton class. Okay, so this is how you can create a JButton class. A button will be created, set the argument or the string passed here will be the name of the button you have created. Okay, JRadio button is useful. Sometimes you may need to pick any one of the options like gender, male, female, and others. From these options you may want to select only one option. Okay, to create this radio button, you can use this JRadio button class, but JRadio button class alone will not work. You have to use the button group class as well. Okay, so let me show you that. There you go. So what I have done here is I have created a button first using the JRadio button class, then I created a button group class object and passed this button as a parameter using the add method to the button group class. Okay, so when you do this, a male option will be given to you. Then again you can create another radio button with the name female, and then again add it to the group box. Here P should be written. Okay, sorry for this misspelling. Okay, and male and female options will be shown to you. Okay, so let's move on. Now swings, J combo box and J list. Combo box is used to select any one of the option from the available ones, like as you can see here. A drop down is given. When you click on that drop down, multiple options are there. You can select any one of the options. Okay, but you can select only one option. You cannot select more than one option. And J combo box can be of two type: uneditable or editable. What does that mean is, let's say these are the animals shown to you and you want to select the option like tiger. It doesn't exist here. Okay, the user can be given an option to add a new option using this editable text forms. And if you are using uneditable combo box, then the user must select only option from the given ones. They cannot add their new option. Okay, to create an option, what you can do is you can use the jcombobox class object like this one, and you can pass the all the elements that you want to display in this box using this array of strings. Pass all the names that you want to display there, and then pass this annual array to the combo box argument. Okay, and the same thing you can do for the JList as well. The main difference between button and list is that you can select multiple options from the list box, and the it will show you multiple options at once, whereas J combo box will only show you one option. Okay, I have mistyped here as well. Here the message should be J combo box. Okay, sorry for that, but rest of the things are same. Okay, so I have just explained you the main components that are generally used. There are lots of components that you can use, but I'm only targeting the main controls that are generally used in your design. Okay, so I'll try to write a program for you guys and design this. Okay, so just a second. This is the frame window I have created in the previous video where I have designed a login form. I'll update this, so I'll copy this code, move it to new file. Okay, then I have to change this to javax. Okay, from frame it will become jframe, from label it will become jlabel, sorry for that, then jtext field, then jbutton. Okay, and then you can say here j. Okay, so label is converted to jlabel, text field is converted to j text field, and button is converted into j button. Okay, I don't need this now. Okay, so I'll change this. So password, and here I'll say J. I think rest of the things will remain as it is. Okay, let's see if it works. I'll change its name to string frame. String frame, the file location. So right click here, open containing folder, and then shift plus right click, open PowerShell window here. Now I'll compile Java C string frame .java. I hope it doesn't give you any error. Okay, so it worked fine. Let's see if the output is showing as well. Okay, so there you go. As you can see the design here. So log in here. If you see my previous video, these buttons were very simple, but now the form looks a little attractive. Okay, now this close button will not work. Okay, sorry, you clicked on the close button, but still this file is not closed. Okay, so press Ctrl C here, Ctrl C, just a second. Okay, and then what I have to do is I have to set the property set default operation jframe dot exit on close. Works. I hope it will. So recompile and then run. Okay, so here is your window, and if I press this close button, and there you go, it exits. Okay, so this is how you can implement your close option. Okay, so let me add some more controls. So I'll add a J radio button, btn1 comma btn2 comma btn3. I'll create 3 buttons. So I'll set their properties like btn1 equals to I'll save my time and copy this code. Male, female, and other. Okay, I have to create a button group as well. So I'll say button group. button group equals to add add this button group, add field. I have to set the layout as well. So after the password I can do that btn one dot set bounds. I have to introduce a label as well, so I'll say gender label. So I have to use the set bounds. So after lbl pass I have to place this, so I'll say lbl uh, gender dot set bounds comma 280 comma 150 comma 30, and to place the btn, so I'll say 200 comma 280 comma 150 comma 30. This code and place, sorry, I'll copy this code and place the other 280 on these options. Okay, so I'll move on and place other controls as well. Okay, once you have this button you can create a j combo box. I will add comma lbl country j combo box here. So I'll say country equals this string. I'll make this UK. Okay, so you can add more. LBL country, I'll have to set the properties for this as well. Okay, and then I have to add these things. So I'll move the buttons to some lower part. So I'll move it from 350 to, okay, so that I can get some get place for me, and I'll save it to. I have to set the bounds for these new options. LBL country will be placed at 50 comma 200 comma 150 comma 30. And I'll add this countries drop down because G countries. I will place it after button. Okay, so I'll place it at 200 comma 350 comma 150 comma. After that I have to add these fields, so I'll say add J country, add LBL country. Save this file, recompile. Okay, it is giving me the warning. I can ignore that. Clear and then run file. Click on this. There you go. You can have these multiple options. Okay, so choose your country. I have to place it little downwards. So just a second. will country from 200 I have to move it to 300. I think it will work. Any other changes I have to make? Just a second. This option was not shown to me. J combo box. Okay, I have to add, save, recompile on this, and as you guys can see, the values are there. Choose country, you can place it a little downwards. Okay, so this is how you can create your form. Now placing the controls are a little bit hard and you may get some issues. Okay, so it's better to use the layout managers. In the next video tutorial I will explain you about the layout managers and how to place the things. Okay, you can add the more controls accordingly. I have told you enough in this video. uh, if you are using the NetBeans, it becomes very easy. I'll show you that as well. So just a second. So this is my NetBeans. I'll go to this. Okay, I'll create a new project. So file, new project, Java application. Next, name Swings Practice. Don't need a main class here. Finish. Okay, in the source package, go to right click, new JFrame. JFrame is for swings. Click on it. Your name of the JFrame, let's say register form, and I don't cannot take given space. Finish. Okay, the biggest advantage that you will have is you can use this palette window and drag and drop your controls. So it becomes very easy for you guys. Okay, to place the controls, it's better to start with the panel first. So draw the panel first. Let me see the panel. Where is the panel? Okay, slider, formatted field, spinner, separator, editor pane, swings window. There you go. No, just a second. Where is the panel? There you go. This is the panel. So I have placed it, maximized it. I can change its color as well if I want to. Okay, I'll pick some orange color. Okay, then you can place the controls. Just drag and drop there. Double click on them. Okay, then to set the size, go here, choose this font option. Okay, pick the design you want to show, bold and italic, increase the size. Okay, okay, you can do more. Okay, so to change the text color, you can use this foreground property, then place other controls as well. So I'll copy this, paste, control C, control V. I'll change its size to 14 and a plain text. Okay, then I'll give it name, double click on it, enter your name, then pick a text box from here, drag it there. Okay, there you go. You can drag it here and then remove this text option from here, place the register yourself here, then field you can do the same, copy paste, change this to, enter your other name again. Just a second. Password field you can place here. Drag it here. Okay, increase its size, remove this password field option. Okay, then again copy this field, let's say choose your country. Okay, then you can pick a combo box from here, where it is, there you go. So click on it and then right click on it, go to properties, and then you will see a model property here. Remove all these things, then I'll choose Pakistan, USA, and South Africa. You can place as many controls as you want here. That's it. Then again I will copy this code. I'll change it to choose your gender. Okay, use a button group property here. Once you place the button group property, place your radio button. Okay, and then just a second, let me change its name to male, female, copy paste it to option other. Make the design better by placing the controls. Now go to this and it will have a button group property. Okay, you will use button group 1 as you have dragged and dropped it. Make all button group 1. Okay, then you can have multiple options selected using the list option, so you will use this list option. Okay, so just click on it, set according to your need, model, set what are the values, like your grades. I can give anything. Favorite, name some like Ronaldo, name more Muller, Xavier, and many more names. So one can select multiple options. Here I can see I'll place the buttons. So I'll click on this button, place it here. I'll place 3 buttons, copy, select, change it to that's it, your form has been created. You can minimize it like this way. Okay, I'll place it in a proper place. Just right click on this and run your file. As you guys can see, there you go, you have a form created for you guys. Here, okay, choose the country, pick any one option, multiple selections here are allowed, and submit. Okay, I hope you guys have understood this. That's it from this video. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Cheers.